Every single PC build tutorial starts the same way.
Hey guys, today we're building a $700 gaming PC. You can grab all these parts from Amazon or Newegg. I'll link them below.
Great advice, except where I'm from, Amazon doesn't really deliver, Newegg doesn't deliver, and if somehow a miracle happens and they do, the import tax alone costs more than the GPU. Here's the thing that nobody talks about. The PC building community, YouTube, Reddit, every major tech channel, it's almost entirely made in America for Americans, which makes sense. That's where most of the creators are, but it creates this massive blind spot. When someone in the US or UK says, just buy the RTX 4060 for $300, they're lying. That is the price there. The problem is that same card, by the time it travels across borders, clears customs, pays import duties, and lands in your hands, might cost you roughly about $500, sometimes more. And that's before you even talk about currency conversion. Let's start with the most obvious one, currency. If you live in a country where your local currency is weak against the dollar, every single PC component is already more expensive before you even thought about taxes or shipping. Here's a quick illustration. That same RTS 4060 at $300 in Brazil, it's roughly about 2,000 reals. In India, about over 25,000 rupees. In Turkey, it's getting close to 20,000 lira. These aren't fake numbers, there are real conversion rates happening right now in 2026. And the cruel irony, these currencies are almost always getting weaker over time against the dollar. So even if you try save up for 6 months to buy the GPU, by that time you have the money, the price has gone up. Not because the GPU has gotten more expensive, just because your currency lost its value. Okay, let's say you've done your research, you've found the best price online, you're ordering internationally, you're feeling good about yourself. And then the package arrives, and there's a note from customs. Import tax, also known as the government finds out you bought something nice tax. Different countries have wildly different import tax duties for electronics. I mean, Brazil, and I'm not even exaggerating here, has an import tax that can reach up to 70% on electronics. 70%. I mean, there's a video that Linus Tech Tips literally built a made in Brazil PC just to see if you could avoid those taxes. That's how bad it is. Many countries in Southern Asia, the Middle East, and even Africa have similar or worse structures. Okay, so you have survived currency conversion, you've survived import tax, surely the hard part is over, right? No, meet shipping. Shipping internationally, especially for heavy electronics, is expensive in a way that it should be a crime. There was this guy on Reddit literally a few months ago who posted that he paid nearly $500 in shipping costs alone while building his PC. $500 in shipping, not parts, shipping. And this isn't even just about the money, it's about the risk. International shipping means your parts can get lost, they can arrive damaged, they can get stuck at customs indefinitely. And when something goes wrong, good luck with the warranty. Most manufacturers' warranties, region locked. If you've bought a GPU that was sold for the US market and it develops a fault, the manufacturer might just tell you to kick rocks. So you're not just paying for more parts, you're also taking on more risk with less protection, slower delivery, and with zero customer support that actually understands your situation. Outside of the US and UK, PC building is not a hobby, it's a mission. Why don't you just buy locally? I can hear you typing that in the comments. And yes, local stores does exist in most countries, but here's what local stores often look like outside the US and UK. Limited stocks, older components, and prices that are already marked up because the stores also paid import taxes and shipping. So the RTS 4060 that's $300 online in the US might be in a local store near you for the equivalent of $500. They've already absorbed the import cost and pass it on to you, plus their markup, which means buying locally is much more convenient but also more expensive. And if you want a specific components, a particular motherboard, a specific RAM kit, an unusual case, local stores often just don't carry it. Your only option is to order it and go through the whole import process anyway. Oh, and if something breaks, warranty returns are often slow, painful, and sometimes require shipping the item back internationally at your own expense. The system was just not designed for us. That's the uncomfortable truth. I mean, the entire global PC hardware ecosystem assumes you live within 100 miles of a Micro Center or a Curry's PC World. The rest of us are just improvising. Alright, I'm not gonna leave you in the dark because despite everything I just said, people are still building PCs in these countries and they're doing it smartly. Here's what actually works. Option 1. Go used and go hard. I mean, the second-hand market is your best friend. In most countries, the gray market and used parts market is where the real deals are. Facebook Marketplace, local class field, WhatsApp groups. People are selling their old GPUs locally means you can skip the import tax entirely. Yes, it is a bit riskier than buying new one, but the savings can be massive. Option 2. Prioritize smartly. Not every part needs to be the latest generation. An older CPU that handles your workload fine, combined with your budget going heavy on the GPU, That's a smart play in a high import cost country. Option 3. Buy in batches when possible, because some countries give you personal import tax allowance, a certain value below which you don't pay import duties. Know that number for your country, split your orders strategically. Option 4. Build for longevity. In markets where upgrading is expensive, you want a platform that will last. AM5 in 2026 still has upgrade room. Don't build something you'll need to replace entirely in 18 months. Option 5. And this one's underrated. Find your people. Every country has online communities of PC builders dealing with the same problem. They know the local workarounds, the trusted resellers, the import tricks. That community knowledge is worth more than any YouTube tutorial. So, is building a PC worth it if you're not in the US or UK? My honest answer, yes, but with a completely different expectation. You're not going to build a $700 PC for $700. That number doesn't really exist for you. For you, that build might actually be $950 or $1,100 or more, depending on where you are and how you source it. That's reality. You should factor that in from the start. But here's the flip side. If you can make it work, you end up with something far more valuable than the hardware. You end up with the knowledge. You know how to source parts, you know your local market, you know how to maintain and upgrade efficiently. You become a different kind of builder. One who had to solve problems that just order from Newegg guys never knew existed. I mean, the tech tutorial industry hasn't caught up to the global reality yet, but creators from these countries are starting to fill the gap. The information is getting better, the communities are getting stronger, the workarounds are getting smarter. We're not behind, we're just playing a harder version of the game. That's the real story of PC building outside the bubble. Subscribe and drop your country in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Until next time.